It hasn't been clear when Tesla plans to bring to market the Model Y, the automaker's upcoming all-electric compact SUV, but CEO Elon Musk has now commented on a timeline for the vehicle. Last year, Musk surprised people when he said that Model Y will be built on a new platform for production in late 2019 to 2020 inches. That was a change from their previous plan to build the vehicle on the Model 3 platform in order to bring it to market faster. Musk later walked back on his latest announcement, and Tesla will go back to its original plan in order to bring the car to market sooner. During a conference call following the release of the company's financial results today, Musk said that Tesla will start capital investments for Model Y, which generally means investing in production, by the end of 2018. He also added that production plans with a location will be unveiled in the next 3 to 6 months, hinting at a possible new factory for the vehicle. That was later reinforced in the call when Musk said that Tesla is planning a significant increase in manufacturing efficiency from Model 3 to Model Y, which could result in a production capacity of 1 million units per year for a smaller investment than the Model 3's planned production of 500,000 units per year, according to Musk. He added that he is pretty excited about the Model Y manufacturing and how they plan to avoid all the pain that they went through with Model 3 production ramp-up.
Chevrolet has rolled out a new, sportier version of its Traverse SUV, and while it's hardly going to compete with the Corvette, it's still a little more interesting than what else is on the school run. The 2018 Traverse RS joins the 5 other variants of Chevy's midsize SUV, the first of the lineup to include a turbocharged engine. That's a direct-injected EcoTec 2.0-liter turbo, which Chevrolet says is good for up to 257 horsepower and 295 pounds-ft of torque. Those numbers might not sound jaw-dropping, though they do put the Traverse RS ahead of Ford's 2.0-liter EcoBoost in the 2018 Edge. That kicks out 245 horsepower and 275 pounds-ft. Sweetening the deal, Chevrolet points out, is the fact that 90% of the Traverse RS peak torque arrives from just 2,100 RPMs. It also throws in a 9-speed automatic transmission as standard, which promises both sportier lower ratios and economy-minded upper gears. The EPA is yet to weigh in with final numbers, but Chevy is estimating the 2018 Traverse RS will see 20 mpg in the city and 26 mpg on the highway. Really, though, the new SUV is more about looking good than setting any street performance records. The grille gets blacked out, along with matching black window trim and roof rails. The Chevy body emblems are finished in black too. Even the wheels match, with 20-inch alloys with a dark Android finish. HID headlamps and LED daytime running lamps are standard, as are upper and lower active aero shutters. There's a power liftgate at the back, and various active safety tech, lane change alerts with blind zone warnings, rear cross-traffic alerts, rear parking assistance, surround vision, a rear camera mirror, and a rear seat reminder. Remote, keyless start and Chevrolet's Teen Driver mode are also included. In the cabin, there are jet black leather-trimmed seats, with heating for the driver and front passenger, tri-zone automatic climate control, and a Bose 10-speaker audio system. Chevrolet throws in its MyLink infotainment system too, with an 8-inch touchscreen and navigation as standard. OnStar 4G LTE and a Wi-Fi hotspot are also baked in, with a 3-month, 3 GB trial for data. Keep the rear seats up and you'll fit 7 inside. Drop the second and third rows and you can tote 98.2 cubic feet of cargo. Chevrolet says the 2018 Traverse RS is available now, priced at $43,095 including destination.
The all-new Honda Clarity, built to compete against some hybrid market heavyweights, is actually a family of cars with a variety of electric propulsion systems. One version is a hydrogen-powered fuel cell car, one is pure electric, EV, and the third is a plug-in hybrid. As you'd expect, the fuel cell version is not practical for anyone not living near a hydrogen filling station. The EV has a claimed range of only 89 miles puny by current standards. That leaves the plug-in hybrid as the viable option for most people. And that is the version we recently bought to test. As a plug-in, the Clarity competes with the Chevrolet Volt and Toyota Prius Prime. Because it is scaled much like the Accord, this four-door sedan has an interior room advantage over those plug-in rivals. Once the electric propulsion is finished and the gas engine takes over, the Clarity gets an EPA-rated 42 mpg combined. A small 7-gallon gas tank ensures an additional 300 miles or so of range when the battery is depleted, essentially eliminating range anxiety. Drivers can choose to recharge a low battery on the go by pressing a button, letting the battery system harness engine power. It takes almost 2.5 hours to recharge the Clarity on typical 240-volt connector. Charging on a 120-volt connection takes about 12 hours, so it can be done overnight without owners having to invest in a 240-volt connector. Ride comfort, on the other hand, is a strong suit. The suspension absorbs ruts and bumps with hardly a murmur. The cabin is quiet and almost silent on electric power. The engine groan, when running, is the only notable buzz. The cabin is nicely finished with wood grain trim and tight-fitting panels. Automatic climate control and heated seats are standard. For an additional $3,200, the touring version adds power-operated leather seats and a navigation system. The base version's driver's seat to be rather floppy, overly squishy, and without lumbar support adjustment. The seat also has a small bottom cushion that doesn't come with a tilt adjustment. Even if you spring for the touring trim, there's still no lumbar adjustment. The rear seat has plenty of room and can accommodate 3 passengers. The trunk is decent, and there's no intrusion from the battery, but the opening is on the small side. An 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system is standard, but it is based on an older Honda system that's slow to respond and fussy, and it lacks any knobs or hard buttons. The Clarity is also saddled with Honda's frustrating gear selector. It has a row of push and pull buttons that are cumbersome to use, particularly at night. Working the onboard computer through steering wheel controls is overly complex because it's hard to differentiate the audio controls from the multi-info display. The Clarity comes standard with Honda Sensing, which consists of forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and lane keeping assist. Blind spot warning is not available, however. Instead, you get what Honda calls Lane Watch, a video feed showing a rearward view along the passenger side of the car that is turned on when the driver flicks the turn signal stalk to the right. It is not only distracting but also no substitute for a true blind spot detection system that covers both sides. At least drivers can turn it off. The Clarity plug-in is a pleasant car that can work for many people as an electric vehicle most of the time and not leave them with much range anxiety.
When Tesla unveiled its all-electric truck, Tesla Semi, last year, it made several impressive claims about the vehicle's specs and capabilities, leaving us to believe that it relies on significant battery improvements. One of those impressive aspects is the megacharger technology, which Elon Musk claims could add 400 miles of range to a Tesla Semi in 30 minutes. Now we learn that the automaker is working with some of its biggest Tesla Semi reservation holders to add mega-charging stations at their facilities. UPS, PepsiCo, and Anheuser-Busch, who have 265 Tesla Semi trucks on order between them, told Reuters that they have been holding talks with Tesla about installing charging infrastructure at their facilities. PepsiCo executive Mike O'Connell said about the talks, We have a lot of in-house capability around energy and engineering, and certainly Tesla brings their expertise to the table on energy and charging. The Tesla semi-reservation holder who talked to Reuters also said that the automaker talked about its deployment of mega charger stations along its truck stops along routes instead of at destination. At the unveiling event, Tesla promised a mega charger network worldwide similar to Tesla's existing supercharger network for passenger cars.